My name is Mike, and I'm a Norse pagan, and welcome to Walking with the Old Gods. This is my second video I've posted. When I started thinking about making this channel, I was real excited about it, and I had all kinds of ideas. You know, I'd like to go over the 9 noble virtues. There's just so much you can do with Norse paganism. But what I'm going to do tonight, on Wednesdays, what I do to honor Odin the All-Father is I study a rune. I pull a rune and I study it. And remember, in our lore, Odin hung on Yggdrasil for 9 days with no food. No one offered him a horn. He sacrificed himself to himself. He was pierced by his own spear, and he brought us the holy Rune. And to honor him, I do study a rune on Wednesdays. And being today's Wednesday, I did my rune study, and I wanted to share with you the rune that I pulled. The rune I pulled was Leguz. It's the Leguz. It's the rune. It's my little rune set. There it is. And up here, that's Leguz. Right there. It has the L sound. It's the Futhark alphabet. It's in Tiers Et. There are 3 sets of runes, and Tiers Et deals with the invisible and the visible, the spiritual world. And Leguz means water. Remember, in our creation story, all 4 elements were used in the creation: fire, earth, air, and water. And I've got a set of rune cards that I use for visualization when I study a rune. And this is the rune card for Leguz. It has a picture on it. And as you can see the water, and you can see an embryo in there floating in the water. And that's one thing that I'm learning by studying the runes, is that one rune, the meaning can change in association with the other runes. So in itself, Leguz means water. It means flow, spiritual flow, going with the flow, a new flow, a new start. There's some rune poems I'd like to read real quick. For Leguz, there's an Old English rune poem. Water to land folk seems never ending. When they set sail on a heaving ship, the huge waves overwhelm them, and the sea horse won't heed the bridle. There's a Norwegian rune poem. Water falls free from the mountain. Gold trinkets are so highly prized. And there's an Icelandic rune poem for Leguz. Water wells from the spring, and the great geyser, and the land of fish. Now, I got the rune poems from this book, Nordic Runes, by Paul Mountfort. It's a good book. It's an informative book. I've learned a lot from studying it. Actually, when I pulled this rune for the study, I got it reversed, which unfortunately really deals with something that happened in my life recently. Had a disagreement with a family member, and said some things that I shouldn't have said, and that's what Leguz reverse would mean. It really affects me. It's wild that I pulled that. The stoppage in the flow of a relationship, having a relationship with a family member, and then that flow would stop. But with Leguz, with water, the flow can start again. Water goes with the flow. Leguz means you're kind of going with the flow of the water. And with every rune, there's a positive and a negative aspect. So even with turning Legoo's reversed, there's a positive with it, because water flows, you go with the flow, and you can reestablish this relationship. So that's a positive thing. So Legoo's in the study means water. It means, that's kind of a close-up there. It means water. It means life, the beginning of new life, going with the flow, a spiritual journey. So there's a lot of positives with that rune. And with our lore, if you remember, Odin and his two brothers, Lothar and Hörner, came to Midgard on the seashore, and they saw two trees. And Odin, the Allfather, formed those two trees into humans, the first humans, Oska and Embla. Odin, the Allfather, breathed in his breath and gave them life, gave them ond. Lothar and Hörner gave them blood, gave them spirit. The gods gave us ond, our souls, our hearts. They gave us life. In our lore, we're not disconnected from our gods. We're connected with them. How can we be disconnected from our gods and our goddesses? They gave us life. We have them in us. We're not disconnected from our gods. They love us. They're our kin and our friend. They guide us in strength and love. And that again can go back to Legoo's, the flow of life and love and strength. So I hope you found something positive out of this video. I sure enjoy making them. I've got a lot of ideas, and can't wait to put those out. And again, thank you so much for watching.